Hi everyone, welcome to Pragati Vichar Literature Festival. Today we have Neha Sharma with us. Welcome ma'am, welcome to PVLF, and today we have gathered here for one of its kind 24-hour author marathon, and it's a part of PVLF. She is 45 years old, homemaker, and trying to revive her long lost dream of being a successful writer with her new novel, Are You a Twin Flame, right?
Are You My Twinflame? Yeah.
Yeah. So born and brought up in the city of Taj, Agra, Neha did her schooling from the St. Paul Church School, Agra, and a first-class master's in English literature from the St. John's College, Agra. A bright student from the very beginning, she has been one of the amongst the topper of her class and throughout her academic career. So, being an only and daughter of an English professor at Agra College, she spent her life growing years with the books as her constant companion. While waiting for her class 10th results, she was fascinated by the thick volume of the Thomas Hardy Test of the Uberwilds that marked her foray into the world of intense reading. So, from the Bronte sister to the D.H. Lawrence to the Leo Tolstoy, nothing was left untouched. The quest continued as she chose the English literature and as her subject for the higher study. But she chose the path of, she chose a path of family and she dedicated herself to, upbringing their daughters and the family. But still, she revived her dream and just, she has written her debut novel, Are You My Twin Flame? And ma'am, trust me, this topic is very amazing, and I'm hoping that people will engage with this session. So welcome, ma'am. And I would like to know who is, real Neha Sharma. This is all we know, but who you are as an actual person. Who is Neha
Okay.
Sharma?
Okay. As it is, you go into my life. I am a homemaker, stay-at-home mom, mother to two lovely daughters, wife, and yeah, I've been fulfilling all those roles throughout my life. And I am very shy and introvert by nature, not a very good speaker, a good writer. Yes, I'll say that.
Okay.
I can very well express my thoughts and opinions through my pen in the way of writing, but when it comes to speaking, then I'm not so cool with that. But yes, so and I'm a very keen observer of society, of things going around us, of
Okay.
stories going around us, and I think that is what helped me in writing my novel. Of course, as you mentioned, that I had been aspiring to be a writer since my
Since the
teenage
teen
years.
age, yes.
Yeah, but then why you get caught up in the life gets you,
Right.
catches you, and you're busy in performing your duties and responsibilities. And so that dream was sitting somewhere in the background, somewhere in the corner of my heart.
Okay.
And okay, but like I have traveled the length and breadth of India during my after my marriage, because my husband is in a transferable job. So being exposed to such diverse locations gave me such an insight, and I used to observe things, observe people, different cultures, and different things around me. And so being, you may call me a silent observer,
Okay.
uh, not very talkative, not very outgoing, uh, quiet observer. That is me, and that helped me in writing my book. The things I had imbibed from the society, from people around us, people whom I came across. So that's who I am.
Thank you so much, and we are very honored to have you today as one of the PVLF speaker. And so the session topic is there such a thing as a twin flame? Basically, this topic we decided because your book, your debut book, Are You My Twin Flame, right? So
Yeah.
let's start with the session. So one question, this question I have been, in my mind when I, just read the twin flame word. How did you just come across with the concept of twin flame?
Okay, even I had not heard of this word earlier. In fact, when I started writing my book, I was not sure of the title which I'll be giving to this book. But then somewhere I was reading about Osho's teachings, And there I came across this word. This word was used by Osho Rajneesh.
Right.
And then I found it to be a very deep meaning word, and it instantly clicked. Yes, that this is the word which is describing what ultimately is the climax of my novel. You
Right.
won't find twin flames in the beginning as the story progresses. Where are the twin flames? No, they are not. The real twin flames are revealed at the end of my book. And
Okay.
I found this word to be so aptly describing my characters, I won't reveal the climax, but the two characters who at the end realize that they are each other's twin flames. And I was looking for a word. I was thinking how to describe that relationship at ultimately. And
Okay.
the word came across, and I knew that, yeah, this is the word. This is to be used to describe the relationship between my two main characters.
So, talking about twin flame, we would like to know about your book. Are You My Twin Flame? So, could you please share what is your book? What's the idea behind this book?
Okay, so my book is again about women. The central character, it is women-centric book. The central character protagonists of my book are two females,
Okay.
Naira and Kittu, and they are married women, Indian married women in their 40s. I've described about their lives and the details of their lives, like what we see through our naked eyes, are all around us, are happy families, happy wives, ideal marriages. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. And what I have done is to delve deeper into the ocean and reveal the dark shades, murkier layers of that iceberg. The reality sometimes is really ugly, but
Okay.
the women in Indian society don't very commonly reveal that. One or two might go out there and reveal what is going on. Okay, it doesn't happen exactly with everyone, but lots of women are out there who are living in an abusive marriage,
Okay.
and they just keep it hidden, and they present a very pleasant facade to the society. So I have delved deeper into those four walls, what is going on within the four walls of the society. My both characters, Naira and Kitu, they are again very happily married women and lead a very perfect, good life. But then something is going on inside the four walls of their house, which I have written about. I wouldn't, okay, if they are happy, everything is perfect. What would I write about? You have to have something that is not okay, only then you'll write about it, and their struggles, the challenges they face, and every time they rise like a phoenix out of the ashes. They never let those challenges
Okay.
make them fall. So it is the book about the challenges they face, how they rise, how they don't let the circumstances around them suffer them in their role as their mothers. Bring they nurture their children with perfection,
Okay.
and then towards the end, finally they discover their hidden desires, their hidden dreams, and then they choose a path of liberation away from all these hassles which life has put them through. How they discover themselves, how they discover their twin flames. Do they actually discover their twin flames? And that will be revealed at the end, towards the end. So
Okay.
this is the story of their lives, odyssey of their lives mainly. uh,
Okay.
that is it.
So, like you said before, that you heard this word twin flame from the Oso teachings when you were reading it. So, while you were
Yeah.
writing this story, have you ever resonated with the like, yeah, this is my story, or it's just, imagination?
Hmm. Like I said, I told you earlier, I am a keen observer, silent observer. And yeah, I like to observe people around me, stories around me. So no, I can call my work totally imaginative, total fiction. It is real. It has got reality. It is a mix of both reality and
Okay.
imagination. But when, like, if you read my book, or my readers, they will definitely identify with my characters, whether male or female, men or women. You'll definitely find these kind of people around you in our society. They are not imaginary totally. Maybe a trait or two might be imaginary, uh, not exact. You'll not find exact replicas. A bit of imagination has been added, but no, they are not difficult to find in and around you. Such people,
Okay.
women, men, even the children which I have described, you'll definitely find them. Maybe a bit of each one of is present in us, me, in you. Once you read, you'll definitely realize that yeah, they are there, they exist very much in our Indian society.
So it's a culmination of men, women, thoughts, observations, surroundings. So it's like everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So going ahead, how can someone recognize their twin flame? And please give a reference from your book as well.
Okay.
Just you what said twin flame. And how
Mhm.
can we how can someone recognize, yeah, that person is my twin flame?
If we imagine and if we think about Indian movies, how they describe it, but they don't actually mean twin flames. They simply mean lovers and all that. The bells start ringing around you, and there is sweetness in air. The music is flowing, and then you recognize. But that doesn't actually happen in our real lives, and I think so. Many of us might not even realize that yeah, that person across is our twin flame. We may be in denial because there are no exact signs, or it doesn't happen that you look at a person and then you will realize yeah, this person is my twin flame. It doesn't happen that way in real life, maybe in movies and all. But the actual trait of twin flames is that they are your replica, they are your mirror image. Twin flame is different from normal lovers or couples, that it doesn't happen that way. They have shared similar life paths, history, and most importantly, pain, torture. Um, the main point of being a twin flame is that both the persons have gone through similar type of suffering, similar type of pain.
Okay.
They have burnt in that fire, same kind of fire which has matlab, molded them. So they instantly connect with each other. Your pain is
Right.
mine pain. What you have suffered, I have also gone through. And so the connection is so deep, soulful connection. So they
Right.
are both mirror images of each other. They have been through same kind of history of pain, history of
Right.
so that is the main characteristic when two people uh, are each other's twin flames. That word twin flame was actually used by Plato initially, long back in 5th century
Plato.
BC. Plato, yeah.
Okay.
Philosopher Plato in his
Yeah,
book
yeah, yeah.
Philosophical.
I heard his name. Right.
It was his philosophical text Symposium.
Okay.
But the history is about like God Zeus. He said that initially, uh, what Plato told was that God Zeus disempowered humans by splitting them into two halves so that they don't become very powerful. So they don't overpower God. So because of
Okay.
this reason, so these two split images, they are each other's twin flames, as Plato described it.
Okay.
That is historical mythological meaning of twin flame. So
Right.
matlab, one person who was split into two, and then so these two persons are each other's twin flames. And
Okay.
this is the historical background of this word twin flame. And the word was finally coined by Elizabeth Clare Prophet in 1970. So it has got long history, this word. Present
Okay.
generation ka nahi hai. Yeah, 5th century BC. This is being used to describe two people
Okay.
as their twin flames.
So I have just added one more question. So in my that question, that give a reference from your book as well,
Okay,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. If I'll give a reference from my book, that will be a revelation of the climax, or in fact, spoiler of my
Okay.
book. If I reveal to you who are the actual twin flames in my book. But okay, the characters, they towards the end, they realize they have been meeting each other, seeing each other. They know of their existence since maybe a year, more than a year. But there was this hidden feeling of attraction, magnetism that was really there, but they kept on denying it.
Okay.
They felt, no, this is not possible. Nothing, this doesn't mean anything. Maybe I like that person as a normal person, but this doesn't
Right.
mean anything. they were in complete denial because they couldn't accept कि they can, मतलब something of this sort can happen. They had their own lives, own commitments, and there was no scope of anything happening. So though they were present in each other's life, but they didn't recognize and realize till the very end that they are each other's twin flames. And something happens towards the end when one person goes deep into darkness on the path of self-destruction, and then this other person comes to her rescue. And at that point they realize and recognize that how much their sufferings are alike, how much they have suffered in a similar manner, and how the other person realizes that it is me who can take her out of my misery and pain. And she does so. She takes her, matlab the other person takes her out of her mind, matlab revives her. That is the point when they realize that yeah, we are each other's twin flames. And not only it doesn't remain, it is not about only emotional and mental attraction. Again, physical attraction and physical attraction is also there. It also comes along with that. It is not totally platonic or spiritual.
Right. So just whatever you said, I'm just getting some idea of the story. So
maybe you might get.
Yeah. So speaking of soul connection, we just discussed right now. So are the twin flame and the soulmate two different aspects? Because when I read it, soulmate, when it comes to soulmate, it's kind of soul connection. It can be with your mother, it can be with your friend. Okay, it's not some physical. But when it comes to twin flame, mostly it's all about the sexual or intimate relationship. Right, when I was researching about this topic, so I read this thing. So I would like to know that are twin flame and soulmate different aspects?
Yeah, they are different. Though we'll have to go deep and understand deep that how they are different. Like, yeah, you said soulmates can be anybody. In same way, even twin flames can be any two persons, not necessarily lovers or couples only. The connection has to be spiritual mainly. But then the other thing, the main difference, which I told and mentioned earlier to you, that is of pain. Soulmates necessarily do not have to have suffered from the same pain, same agonies, but twin flames are twin flames because they have suffered similar kind of pains in their lives. They have burnt in similar kind of fire, so they connect with each other in such way that nobody else can. When you feel same pain, same miseries, then you understand each other better than anybody else can. And then you can support them in an unconditional way. So that might be the main difference between soulmate and twin flames. And this is also mainly an mainly spiritual type of connection. Physical parts, physical things come afterwards. But mainly it is also spiritual, mental and emotional bond. That is
okay. So so just we discussed the physical connection. One question is, can physical attraction be the reason to fall in love? And what are the odds of having a successful twin flame relationship?
At least for present generation, does like the current generation, what the trend is that only mainly they get attracted to each other due to physical reasons, and that soul connection and emotional connection is lost somewhere in the present. I'm talking about Gen Z. But that is not the true connection. That is like wham bam type of thing, here today gone tomorrow type of thing. So I don't think that physical attraction can be a foundation of a long lasting relationship. That is just a temporary thing. You have that, get bored, so no, it can be a foundation of a long term relationship, but the connection has to be deeper, has to be emotional, mental. It has to be in such a way that even if physical things doesn't exist,
Doesn't work
the connection remains. Doesn't work out, the connection remains. You remain attracted to each other. You remain in touch with each other, though physical attraction might not be there. Physical attraction might be there, but it might not work out. So I feel that no, mental connection is much more stronger than physical one. Okay, and what was the second thing which you asked?
And I just asked, what are the odds of having a successful twin flame relationship?
If
Successful.
it is if it is a twin flame relationship truly, and then there is no way that it can fail. That is such a connection that it is beyond all failures, or it can overcome all obstacles, all hurdles. The connection is so deep, the faith in each other is so strong, and the I don't think external factors can affect the connectivity of two twin flames. The bond is permanent, the bond is forever. I feel that the bond exists even beyond this life. It is not for one life.
Okay.
So yeah, if the twin flame relationship does truly exist, that then it will carry on forever beyond space, time, distance.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So, you just said that twin flame is all about the spiritual. Then afterwards, the physical terms come, right? Don't you think that it's kind of related to, this normal relationship? When I was searching on the Google was showing that it's totally about the physical relationship, twin flame.
this twin flame thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the soulmate is the soul connection. When you have the soul connection, twin flame is more of, physical connection, stronger physical connection. Right. And you just said that the spiritual thing comes first. And
Yeah.
soul connection still there, but the spiritual, the pain will come first, right? Always come first. So
yes,
that is why I just asked this question, that the physical attraction, because the exactly were the that particular sentences were there. So that is why I asked that what are the odds of having a successful twin relationship and related to the physical attraction. So you just cleared my query. So how can someone seek the balance between the physical and the emotional feelings to be in a long-term relationship?
Again, I will say that they should give priority and weightage to emotional connection first. Let the physical attraction, physical things come later on. First, your emotional and mental bond should be so strong that even if you are far away from each other, you are unable to meet each other, but the fire keeps on burning between the two souls. You know that you are there for each other under all circumstances. You should be the support system of each other, ready to be with each other under all circumstances, to face all the challenges and obstacles, be each other's strength, hidden strength, and to bring out the best in each other, hidden qualities of each other. So this is the role one should play in any relationship. And of course, physical attraction is also very important. That makes things beautiful. Intimacy brings you more closer,
Right.
but that should be secondary. Priority has to be always emotional and mental connection.
Right.
And then the physical thing should follow.
Nowadays younger generation has just changed this definition of relationship.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was saying, that this
for
doesn't
them,
apply for Gen Z.
right. For them, physical things come first and then emotional stuff.
That is the priority.
Right, right. Okay. So people say opposites attract each other and similar ones don't get along oftenly. What are your thoughts on this, in the context of twin flames?
Okay, though I said that they are mirror images of each other. So if they are mirror images of each other, they'll be similar in all manners, mostly. But again, the thing is that the opposite do attract each other. You look for qualities which don't exist in you in the other person. And then when both of you meet, you complete each other. Like I am an introvert person, a shy person. Then I look for someone who is outgoing, who is extrovert. So I am a good listener, so I would like to have a good speaker as my
Right.
partner. So they'll speak, I'll listen. So that is the funda of being opposites attracting each other. So I feel that twin flames are a balance of both similarities and opposite characters. They do mirror each other. They have similar strengths, similar experiences, and maybe they have some contrasting characteristics too, so that one
Right.
might look in the another for what is lacking in oneself, and in that manner they'll complete each other. The two halves will get together. As I told you that the mythological meaning of twin flame is that that was one split into two. So these are two halves. They'll have contrasting characters as well as similar characters, and then when they come together they'll become one complete person, one complete entity. So I feel that, yeah, they are twin flames are a mix of both opposite characters as well as similar characters.
Okay, so here is one catch, that opposite attracts each other, right? So they work well together when someone is like two opposite people, come into a relationship. But the twin flames here are the two people, with the same preferences, same taste, same choices, basically the mirror to each other. So
Yeah.
how can they, seek the long-term relationship? Because people always say the opposite, they are the only one who exist in a longer phase, not the similar people.
Twin flame relationship is beyond all these things. I think once you find your true twin flame, nothing can separate you, nothing can distract you. Uh, matlab, you become so much imbibed in each other, so much a part of each other, that the twin flames feel that they're not two separate entities, they're just one. Uh, in fact, I have this written in my book. This is a dialogue from my book, that even they feel, twin flames in my book feel that even if one dies, the other won't feel sad, because they know that the other one is still inside me. Why should I feel sad? He has not left me, he has not gone, he's surviving inside. So even death cannot separate them. That is the true spirit of being a twin flame. They exist in each other, nothing can separate them, nothing can draw them apart. They are just part of each other's entities, each other's
Right.
lives. And the connection, the bond is so strong that they can't be defined as two separate entities. They are one in all manners, in every which way.
Okay, okay. I can tell from this dialogue that your book is worth to read, actually, if someone wants to know what is twin flame exactly.
Huh. Yeah.
Right,
You have
right.
to read it to know, because the characters, so in the end, realize that they are each other's twin flames. So the way they realize, the thought process that goes in their mind, and the feelings that are actually revealed when they realize that they are for each other, they are each other's twin flames. They really need to be read, to be understood, to be felt, that what actually it is when you meet your twin flame. I won't be able to tell through words, yeah, that you'll recognize that, yeah, this person is my twin flame. You'll have to read the book, that how gradually and such in an evolving manner and such a natural manner you realize, yeah, this person is my twin flame. So of course one has to read the book to know that.
Okay. So do you believe that similar people can get along? Like
Yeah, of
this is
course.
a yeah, this is a theory, people have just instilled in their mind that opposite attracts and similar people don't get along. So I think when we consider twin flame concept, that yeah, still that the similar people can get along and in a very good way. Right?
That is also, yeah.
Okay.
So many
Right.
matlab, that can't be exactly pointed out, if you have got similar tastes, similar kind of people, you won't get along. That is, they can also get along. Matlab, it is not a hard and fast rule that only opposites attract and similar people won't. It's there.
Okay. So how long did you take to find your own twin flame, or are you still in search?
I even don't know. I have not felt what these my characters felt
Okay.
when they met their. Yeah, I have not reached that stage. I have not felt as yet. Yeah, that this is happening, this kind of feeling. So I think that most of us are unable to find that true twin flame in our lives. Most of us, we may be in loving relationship, we may be married, but that actual spiritual beyond space time and distance wala
Okay.
relationship, that is quite difficult to find. And I feel yes, I'm still searching for it. I'm searching, no, not searching for it. Maybe if it comes along,
Okay.
but no, I don't think that I have reached that level of relationship with anyone.
Okay. So you haven't found your twin flame yet. Okay. Totally get your point. I'm just hoping that people will read your book and they get to know about the what is exactly twin flame. And I'm hoping that people will resonate with your book and with the story of the protagonist. And thank you so much, Neha Sharma. And it was a great session with you. And I just explored the new aspects of the relationship, twin flame, soulmate. And I'm hoping that this session will be insightful for all the people who just, watching this. Thank you so much, Neha. Thank
Definitely.
you.
Thank you. It was great talking to you too. And looking forward for this interview.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.